Howdy folks, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Show. I'm your host D.Bell, and today we're looking into free agency. First up is Dave, who normally covers the Cowboys. Dave, could you explain to some of the folks who might not know what free agency is, just what in the heck we're talking about?
Can do, David. Unrestricted free agents are players with expired contracts that have completed 4 or more accrued seasons of service. Free agency this year starts on March 13th at 4 p.m., which is when teams are allowed to negotiate new contracts with players who are set to become free agents. Oh, wow.
Did you really have to read all that off a piece of paper? I mean, you did know all that before, right?
Yep.
Okay. Next we have Dave, who normally covers the Commanders. Dave, what do you have for us?
Well, he sent me to Minnesota to get an interview with Kirk Cousins, but he wasn't in the facility, so now I'm stuck in Minnesota.
Ooh, sorry about that. What can you tell us about Cousins' potential landing spots?
Well, it could go to the Falcons, who need stability at the quarterback position. Of course, they keep drafting receivers and running backs in the first round for whatever reason. The Steelers made the playoffs with their third-round quarterback, so who knows? And, of course, the good old Commanders. We could have them for a year or two, draft Drake May and have him sit, you know?
Some good opportunities there.
Of course, if the Cowboys want to give up one of their quarterbacks, Dak's too expensive, of course. Maybe Cooper Rush, Trey Lance. We could use the number 2 pick to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, we already got their coach. You leave our quarterbacks alone. I mean, why not? We already took Joe Witt to be our next DC. You monsters!
Alright. So Kirk Cousins has some options. It's good to know. Next we go to Dave, who normally covers the Eagles, talk about free agents from the Bengals.
Well, David, I hope every free agent stays with the Bengals so they can destroy the Chiefs once and for all.
Dave, come on.
Alright. Well, they're talking about franchise tagging T. Higgins, a top receiver who's already had 2 1,000-yard seasons and had a career average 15.6 yards per catch this past season.
Interesting. Is anyone else set to become a free agent?
Yes, Tyler Boyd, Wouzier, and several others. Jake Browning is a restricted rights free agent, so if they offer him a 1-year deal, he can't negotiate with other teams.
Okay, great. I think they have about $68 million in cap space too. Still, they're going to have to make some tough decisions if they want to stay competitive in their division.
Don't worry, David. They'll re-sign everyone to a team-friendly deal. Then they'll crush the Chiefs and finally have our revenge. Dave, that Super Bowl was over a year ago. Just let it go. And the last time you went was 28 years ago. You let it go. Oh.
Alright guys, calm down. Let's see. Next we have Dave, who normally covers the Giants. You are reporting on the Chiefs free agents. What do you have for us?
Well, there's defensive lineman Chris Jones, who held out for the first game of the season, and cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, who fits well in Steve Spagnuolo's scheme.
Where do you think they land if the Chiefs don't extend them?
Well, Jones could land with division rival LA Raiders, or the Lions, or even the Commanders. They're willing to pay for him. Oh, we'll definitely take him. There's also a rumor that Sneed could go to the Cowboys, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. We have Diggs and Bland. We're all set. David, can I jump in for a sec? I can talk about the Cowboys free agents.
Oh, fine. What do you have for us?
Well, we have several free agents we need to resign, including Tony Pollard, which we could have got more out of him this season, and Stephon Gilmore. We also have Neville Gallimore and Jaron Kearse. And we need to decide what to do with Tyron Smith. He's a Pro Bowler, but health has been an issue lately.
Alright.
Of course, our cap space is non-existent, and we'll have to restructure some contracts and sign some players in the short term if we want to make a run in the play-offs.
Dave? Sort of, trailed off there for a minute.
Oof. This is hard to watch. Even for me. Man, I feel bad for this guy. You okay, buddy? Can't believe I'm doing this. Hey, Dave, we're gonna sweep you in the regular season. Just you wait. That second game was a fluke. What? Oh, heck no. We're gonna whoop you up and down the field. You're gonna wish you never formed a football team. We're gonna dominate the regular season. Regular season, here we come. We'll win the NFC East. Sure could, buddy. I believe in you. God. Now it's our turn to win the East. Dave, come on. Yeah, alright.